Hello, hello, and welcome back as the team and I prepare to delve the deep, hidden depths of Argentina in XCOM: The Long War. And as much as I might wish that that last sentence was about a dusky-hued, dark-eyed Spanish beauty named Argentina, it won't change the fact that the team is, in all likelihood, headed down into a dark, alien-filled hole in the ground somewhere in the southern part of South America. And before you ask, no, that's not an elaborate euphemism for the lovely lady parts of a dusky-hued, dark-eyed Spanish beauty. It is, however, a testament to the desperate loneliness that leaves me spending my days longing to explore the lovely lady parts of a dusky-hued, dark-eyed Spanish beauty named Argentina. But I digress. Also, you now know what happens when I try to introduce an episode after a mission in which nothing really remarkable happened, in that I spend my time talking about the lady parts of a dusky-hued, dark-eyed Spanish beauty, because the only thing that happened last episode is that Mary Prometheus Shelley got slightly shot during a routine abduction mission, and that just doesn't quite have the same ring to it as the lovely lady parts of a dark-eyed, dusky-hued Spanish beauty. So I think what we'll do here is just head up to mission control, get to scanning, and get ready to probe some Argentinian hole. And again, not that kind of hole and not that kind of probing. Sadly. This is the kind of hole and the kind of probing that we're going to wind up with today. We're going to be assaulting an alien base. Yippee! I'm just thinking here and trying to determine if there's any advantage into waiting. Let's head back to the base. You know what? No, I was thinking about it, but there's not. We've been saving our top 10 kicks. We gain nothing by waiting. Let's just get in here and get this done. So we gotta assemble a team, 10-man team. Of course, we have no intel available, but we've been in an alien base before, so we know what to expect. Helen Deadeye Keller and Peter the General Van Dorn. Yeah, both of y'all are going. So suit up. It's time to lock and load here. Now, armor is a question. I don't think we're going to need Kestrel armor here. So I think what we're going to do with is put Carapace armor on both of our snipers. Actually, is Carapace... It's like not any more health than Kestrel, is it? Well, it is. It's 5. That puts Helen Deadeye Keller at 12. Yeah, you know what? That's acceptable. Alright, so we are not going to be using a grappling hook, which is why I'm foregoing our customary Kestrel armor for snipers. We're not going to need to grapple inside an alien base. Sidekick weapons, though... And no, I'm not talking about like the weapon you would hand to Bucky before you throw him off of a train. I'm talking about actual, like, sidearms. This is going to be a little bit interesting. I'm thinking probably just a scope, a laser sight, and high-capacity mags. Or a scope and alloy bipod, rather, and high-capacity mags. That's going to give us huge aim. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's going to be it. It's a scope. Then we're going to go with the alloy bipod, and then just high-capacity mags for the extra shot. This is a good build. Oh, she could take the cognitive enhancer. None of these guys are going to need the cognitive enhancer. Why am I even tempted? These guys are all mass rank. Mass rank? They're mass rank. They're the sequel to Mass Effect 3. They've changed the paradigm in order to try and get some of the bad taste of Mass Effect 3 out of everybody's mouth. They're calling the new one mass rank. Or alternatively, I had a mild stroke and just can't talk. Go with that whichever way you think. It's the stroke thing. So Carapace armor, Gauss long rifle. Let's get old VD Van Dorn here, ready to go out and infect the aliens with some deadly blows from his rifle. Possibly also deadly blows from his penis. I don't know what the hell Van Dorn's packing down there. I don't know what kind of bacteria or other viral funk is hanging out in Van Dorn's junk. He's got the funk in his junk, that Van D. Normally, it would be something we'd worry about with Franklin D. Roosevelt, because he's giving people the D constantly. But Van Dorn, I mean, I don't call him old VD for nothing. Gunner, absolutely. Gotta have one. I'm thinking... Jane Sporty Spice Austin or Margaret Iron Lady Thatcher. Either one would be good. You know what? Jane Sporty Spice has Distortion Field and also could use some Psychic EXP. I think that gives Sporty Spice the nod here. We're going to go with Aegis Armor for Sporty Spice. Gauss Machine Gun, no. Fooling there. Neuroregulator, no. Where's my Neural Gun link? Not the Mind Shield. I want my... Not Neuroregulator, not Cognitive... Somebody's got my Neural Gun sight on? Make items available. Who's got my neural gun sight? Hey, cough it up. Whoever's hiding the neural gun sight, come on. This is not cool, man. We need that. Where is it? Neural gun link. I mean, I know I have one. I know without a doubt that I absolutely have one. Neural gun link. There it is. Laser sight. What else should we give her? This is not something I've really thought about much, is what to give the rest of my gunners. I mean, we could go with high capacity mags. There's something to be said there. Neuroregulator actually would be pretty decent. We could use the Psychic EXP here for Sporty Spies. It would be nice. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. All right, so we're going to go with Neural Gun Link, Laser Sight, Neuroregulator. That'll give old Sporty Spy Sauce in there just some bonus EXP, and I can't really think of anything good to put in that third slot. Maybe we'll build some armor-piercing bullets for Sporty Spies for future missions. What else do we need here? Assault team, yes, absolutely, and the assault team is going to be very easily kitted out. It's going to be Steve Loco Irwin. Loco's going to be hoisting some Titan armor. He'll be toting an alloy cannon, and it's going to be shredder ammo, breaching ammo, and probably what? Arc thrower? Not really necessary. It's going to slow him down. I'm not even going to... This is an alien base. Thinking about captures is just a bad idea. Ooh, let's do motion trackers. I like that. Yeah, motion tracker. There you go, Loco. Oh, that's right, mate. Gonna track down those aliens. Once we track them down, gonna tail them, toss them into a pillowcase, bring them on back for Dr. V. You know, I just said we weren't going with a capture build, right, Steve? I don't care. I'm capturing them anyway. Maybe I'll just toss them in a sack and smash their heads against the wall. You ever think about that, mate? Maybe I just like to kill them in a bag. It enhances the terror. That's why I like to do it, mate. Terrified aliens there in a sack and then just whack right up against the wall and there's nothing left but a cherry pie stain. It's beautiful, mate. Beautiful. Also, you came New Zealand there at the end, Steve, and I apologize about the terrible accent. Alright, well, we need a scout, and there's no doubt about it. This scout is going to be Virginia Big Bad Wolf. We're going knocking on the alien's door. We gotta have somebody who can huff, puff, and blow that house in. So it's Titan armor for Big Bad Wolf. The question of the day for the Big Bad is shotgun surgery or Gauss rifle? I'm thinking, how many slots do we have left on the team here? You know what? I think we're gonna have to go shotgun surgery for Big Bad simply because we don't have enough available weapons. If we don't give her the shotgun, we're gonna be short on weaponry. Which is fine. Do we want to go battle scanner? I'd love to have an extra battle scanner, but I also want the shadow device, the chameleon suit, and the neural dampener. And you know what? Yeah, that's exactly the way we're gonna go. So it's gonna go shadow device, chameleon suit, mind shield. We're gonna have Virginia Big Bad Wolf be our forward target, so we're gonna want to make her as difficult to hit as possible. And the Big Bad does not have a fantastic base health or a fantastic base defense, so she is a little vulnerable to getting hit. We want to try and make her as resilient as possible. So that's got the Big Bad Wolf sorted. 4 slots left. We've got largely every role filled except for Infantry Engineer and Medic. And then we're going to have a floater's choice, but let's get Infantry Engineer and Medic sorted first. We have officers galore on this mission. In fact, we're bringing 2, which means I think Edgar Altiche Poe is going to be out of consideration, but that's okay. We've got Overwatch Kingpin Samuel Mustache Clemens ready to step up and do some work for us. And I trust the Mustache. The Mustache has saved us a number of occasions. I trust the Mustache. Cognitive Enhancer. The Mustache is not max rank, so I'm going to go Illuminator Gun Sight, Laser Sight, and the Cognitive Enhancer just to buff Samuel Clemens' EXP a little bit. We'll try and get him to max rank as well, and assuming he survives the mission, this should be enough to get him home. Medic. I think it's going to be Typhoid Mary Mallon. She's capped on EXP, and all she has is Mind Freight. I really wish we had a more... I don't suppose Elvis is available, is he? Is the king ready? Mama, has he had enough peanut butter and banana sandwiches? Are you done stuffing your face, Elvis? You had enough peanut butter and banana in you? And the answer is no. Clearly, Elvis is still wasting down peanut butter and banana sandwiches as fast as he can cram them into his big fat pie hole. So we'll leave him to bloat up so he can die on a toilet, and I guess we're taking Typhoid Mary Mallon instead. Alright, well, it's suboptimal, but we don't really have a choice. Mary Mallon is the only man for the job, despite the fact that she is in fact a woman, but that's okay. So what do we want to give Typhoid Mary? Just a shitload of medkits. I mean, we've got Battle Scare, we've got Motion Trackers rather already out. You have Smoke Grenade. We could give her a Smoke Grenade. I mean, giving her 6 medkits is also useful. 6 medkits and 1 extra Smoke Grenade. She does have dense smoke. So that would be 2 uses of the smoker. Which is going to be better, 1 Smoke Grenade or 2 medkits? You know what? I think the Smoke Grenade is the better call. A well-timed smoke grenade could be the difference between needing those 2 medkits and not needing those 2 medkits. And all things being equal, I would rather not need the medkits if possible. So Typhoid Mary is ready to infect our alien foes with her deadly, deadly virus. That's another thing that Typhoid Mary brings to the table. Not only does she tote a gun and actually murder aliens, keep our troops safe with the healing, but she can cough and spit on the aliens as a last resort. So, you know, if they take her captive, she can cough them dead, and the aliens are going to run into a whole fucking H.G. Wells War of the Worlds kind of thing. Should have been concerned about the bacteria. Engineer. I think Marie Radium Curie is the better choice here. She's a gunnery sergeant. We do have Napoleon, though. He's so good. But, and this is a big but, there is one other thing we could do. We could bring both Napoleon. And, no. You know what? I would rather have a second gunner. I really would. We got Bloody Mary Stewart. Bloody Mary's pretty good. We got St. Thomas all season more. He is not going into an alien, but no way. Yeah, you know what? It's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Bloody Mary Stewart does need regular EXP. Honestly, though, I would rather, I think, bring the Iron Lady. Who's faster? That's going to be the determining call. Okay, it's going to be the Iron Lady then, because she's quicker on her feet, and she's going to have to go with a mobility gunner build. So it's Iron Lady then. And we're only going to bring the 1 engineer, and that engineer is going to be our deadliest engineer. We're bringing Napoleon. We should switch armor. Well, no, if she's going to be mobility, she actually needs the lighter armor. Alright. Gauss auto rifle, and nothing fancy pants dancy pants here, which is going to be a scope, a laser sight, and shit, I don't know what else to give her. I mean, we could give her a med kit just in case. Ceramic plating is actually not a terrible idea. A chem grenade could have uses, but you know what? Let's just go with high capacity mags. I think that's probably the best bet. And I'm very tempted to give Napoleon a chem grenade, because I got a sneaking suspicion it's time for us to run into sectopods. We haven't encountered any sectopods yet. I got a real strong feeling we're going to run into some sectopods here. Do we want to go with the Gauss rifle then, or do we want to go with the Gauss carbine? Well, it looks like Gauss rifle, because I already gave somebody. Who's toting a carbine? Nobody should have a Gauss carbine. Nobody does have a Gauss carbine. Where's my Gauss carbine? Excuse me, carbine? Where are you? Carbine, whatever you want to call it. There it is. Now, the true question of the day, and this one is a bit of a knuckle biter. And no, we're not biting our knuckles to try and stifle our moans while we have orgasms with the dark-eyed, dusky-hued Spanish beauty named Argentina, although I would love for that to be true. 6 alien grenades gonna be enough? The answer is, yeah, probably it's gonna be enough. Napoleon does have repair, which is a little suboptimal. He's not You know what? Maybe we don't take Napoleon. Now that I'm thinking about it, I would rather have somebody else who's max rank, but not Napoleon. I mean, Napoleon is a Master Sergeant. He's our only Master Sergeant. Do you have tandem warheads? You have tandem warheads. Tandem warheads is really good. What did you give up in favor of repair? I'm dithering on the mission selection, but you know what? A lot of this mission, and this is going to be probably like the next 3 episodes, but a lot of the success on this mission is actually going to be determined by what happens right here. Suppression, Grenadier. Oh, Mayhem and Suppression. I do, you know what? No. Mayhem, Suppression, I do love it. I love it so much, in fact, that I'm going to take this instead. I'm bringing Nikola Tesla instead. His grenades are going to do vastly less damage, and you know what? I don't even care. I want the Mayhem Suppression. I also want my chemical grenade. I suppose Napoleon is still carrying it around. Hey, Napoleon. Gosh, Napoleon. Come on, man. Cough up the fucking grenade. Where is it? Chemical grenade? There it is. I have a sneaking suspicion sectopods are going to be involved. The first time we ran into sectopods on our last campaign, we ran into them on an alien base. We're going into an alien base right now. We're getting to the point where I already have been expecting to see a sectopod for quite some time, and we haven't bumped into one yet. So I think we're due. It's the gambler's fallacy in action. We're due, folks. We're due. Gambler's fallacy, my favorite fallacy, by the way. Well, actually, my penis is my favorite fallacy, but, you know, gambler's fallacy is a close second. Oh, is that how that works, Bradford?
so let's make sure we do it right.
Yeah, only one chance to make it work, huh? Well, this is like my third alien base, so whatever the hell you're talking about, Bradford, I'm just gonna assume you're piss shit drunk again. And I say piss shit drunk because normally one says piss drunk, but Bradford gets so drunk he not only pisses himself, but he shits himself too. When you're drunk enough that you lose control of your bowels, that's Bradford drunk right there. So we've got the dramatic slide into the alien base. You guys might have had those weapons out a little quicker on landing. You're taking your damn time. Look pretty nonchalant considering the fact that this is an alien base and probably all of you are gonna die.
God only knows what they're doing to these people.
Well, it looks like they've got them sitting in tubes full of shit.
Get moving.
Wait, blow them to hell. Wait a minute, Bradford, you scumbag. Are you saying I should blow up the people in the tubes? God damn, that Bradford's a mean fucking drunk, huh?
I wouldn't get too comfortable though.
Alright, so we've got our standard, what appears to be our standard UFO base setup, sort of. I'm gonna guess we're gonna have a pod maybe over here, possibly behind one of these two magic doors, and even potentially over in there. So first things first then, Motion Tracker City. Wolverine, what do you got? Wolverine has very little. She does have a fantastic foot speed though.
Okay.
Alright, Wolvie.
Well,
interesting.
it looks like we found where they've been taking the abductees, but that still doesn't explain what the purpose of all this is.
So for like the third time, Dr. Valen has finally caught on to the fact that there are abductees in this particular base. I mean, come on, Dr. V.
We'll go.
This is seriously like the third base we've raided. You should have sort of been with the program by now. I'm just saying. I want more motion tracker. As strange as this sounds, I actually want another motion tracker. I want to find this first pod, and I want to find him soon. My guess is, since we didn't encounter one on the other side, the other pod almost has to be over here. And that is, in fact, exactly where they are. So they are going to be right down in this region. That's good for us. Okay, we can do some nice, fairly nice work here. So we bring Steve Irwin over. He's going to drop in. Everybody else is just going to come over here and get set up. Who's the most important part of that? Iron Lady is important. Tesla? Ugh, Tesla could do some real nasty shit to him with a grenade. We got to get Tesla close. Just for said nasty grenade shittery. Oh, VD, you're not quite fast enough to get where I need you, champ. Neither is Helen Deadeye Keller. We may have to take 2 turns for setup here. And honestly, I'm totally comfortable with taking a 2-turn setup. Don't pop a pod, Jane Sporty Austin. Don't activate him. Okay, good. Oh, Jane Sporty Austin is actually perfectly situated. She's in the exact right spot. The mustache can't quite get where we need him. All right, so we're gonna have to do a 2-turn setup. And honestly, the 2-turn setup bit is, it's not bad. It's not a problem because it gives us an opportunity to get the Wolverine back in position as well. So Typhoid Mary, I think we're gonna leave you down here. You're overwatching. VD Van Dorn, let's get you up here. Ellen Deadeye Keller, let's get you up next to Monstrously VD Man. And no, you may want to, steer clear, because whatever the shit he's got, let me assure you, that shit is catching. So be careful.
Solid copy, Commander.
Maggie T, dashing over. That's going to be turn 1 for us. Aliens are unlikely to move. We may be able to kill this whole pod with a single grenade. It's chrysalids, I'm guessing. If we're going to fight chrysalids, I would rather fight them early. So mutons everywhere.
On the move.
I've heard at least 3 muton pods and 1 chrysalid pod. I'm guessing this first pod is probably likely to be chrysalids. Tesla, I think you're good where you're at. Big Bad. We'll come to you in a moment. Let's get all the people who need to be in a particular spot set up. So that's going to be VD Van Dorn.
Moving to position.
We get VD over there. VD steadies his weapon. The Iron Lady. I'm a little torn. Helen Deadeye Keller, I want you over
Position
here.
Confirmed.
And I want you studying there. Helen Keller's our initial shot. VD Van Dorn is our backup shooter. And then it's going to be Samuel Mustache Clemens over here, who's overwatching, because Overwatch is...
I'm on it.
That's the mustache's job.
I'm on it.
Overwatch for Sporty Spice as well. Typhoid Mary, you're fine right where you're at, my love. Thatcher, let's just wrap you around the corner. You're going to be overwatching.
Aye, aye.
Big Bad is probably going to go forth and pop the enemy, but probably not this turn. So let's just put the Big Bad on Overwatch. Everybody, we're going to Overwatch around the horn. Yep, it's definitely chrysalids over there. So this first pod, with the amount of firepower we have, should be fairly easy to handle, because that's like 6 chrysalids. Unless there's a megalid down there, we should be in pretty good shape. Do we want to body pop these and save a battle scanner? Yeah, we only have 2. I think we kind of have to. So Virginia Big Bad Wolf heads forward. That's not chrysalids. It is in fact a pod of seekers with Itchy Trigger Tentacle, which is fantastic. I do love Itchy Trigger Tentacle. It's such a ridiculous bullshit ability. Alright, so emplacement team, they can kill the one guy because he's literally the only thing they can see. Do we want, then, is the question, to try and decloak the Seekers now and kill them, or just Overwatch gun them down? We're going to have a lot of Overwatch. What's your chance to hit here? 50% with a hollow target. It's probably good enough. Or not, because I forgot you had a shotgun, so that's bad. Overwatch for Loco, Overwatch for Mustache, Overwatch here. Typhoid Mary, considering we just have Seekers around, I don't really want you by yourself. So go ahead and advance. A smoke grenade actually would not be terrible here, but I don't really think it's worth it. Van Dorn, having you on Overwatch is completely pointless. You're not going to hit anything. Iron Lady's on Overwatch. Helen Deadeye Keller, I think we just have killed the drone. Right in its single cyclopean eye. You know, they say in the land of the blind, the man with one eye is king, but I think Helen Deadeye Keller has proved that even in the land of the blind, you don't need eyes to be king. Is that drone? One single cyclopean eye in the middle of its head. Helen Keller? No eyes at all. Which one of them's dead? Spoiler, it ain't Helen Keller. So, you doing anything, Seekers? I mean, I'm assuming you're moving into position to try and, like, strangle the whole team all in one instant, which is clever of you, but we have a lot of Overwatch, and you do still have to move one at a time. Then again, the first Seeker is going to draw all of our Overwatch. That's really going to suck, because there's like 5 of them down there. That's an intriguing problem. I don't want to use a battle scanner now, though. I really don't. Man, there are a lot of aliens on this map. A lot of aliens. That's like 8, 9. There's like 10 pods. Oh, that's a lot of aliens. Big Bad, do you have lock and load? I think you do. You do not. Alright, well, we're just going to Overwatch around the horn, except for Van Dorn, who's going to steady his weapon. Iron Lady overwatches. Helen Deadeye Keller actually is going to reload and then steady your weapon. And Overwatch for Tesla. Alright, Seekers, you're going to have to come out. This is how we're going to do this. Oh, there we go. Everybody shot at that guy. Okay. I was gonna be supremely pissed if the entire team fired at that one alien and they did not get a kill. I mean, I was gonna be monumentally, titanically, hugely pissed. So, chrysalids are around, but they're not over here. I keep hearing a chrysalid sound. So we got chrysalids, we got mutons, we got more mutons. We got a Clemens-style Overwatch shot here. Well, it was a good shot, Mustache, but unfortunately the Mustache was not quite able to protect us. I have to assume this guy's going for a strangle. Yeah, that's... Alright, it's 1 damage, 2 damage, 3 damage, and this I actually fully expected. I'm okay with everybody taking just 1 damage here. This is fine. Nice shot, didn't get the kill. That guy may be a problem because he looks like an Uber Seeker. Nope, he's just a regular one. There's 3 damage. Alright, so they've put the strangle in all of our weakest units, but really, is taking 1 damage from a strangle a problem for us? I don't really feel that it's a problem. Especially when we could probably shoot them, most of them free here, with a little in-the-zone action from the Big Bad Wolf. So the Big Bad is in the zone. Let's go ahead and soften this piece of shit up. Didn't get to kill, but we did apply a Snuggle Fabric Softening Bear level of softening there, so I think we're going to be okay. Tesla, you have 36% chance. Why is this guy impossible to hit? Oh, because Tesla's catching his breath. Okay, well that, alright, I'm not salty about that. I was gonna be really salty and then catching his breath. Catching your breath is fine, Tesla. That is an acceptable reason for you to not be ready to fight. And so Van Dorn is free and now also catching his breath. That's okay though, because Van Dorn's probably just gonna steady his weapon. Wolverine, let's get you over here and have you do a little shotgun surgery for us. This guy is done. Or not. I mean, you shot him loose, which is good, but... It's fine, guys. Yes, you're fine. Settle down. Eleanor the Wolverine Roosevelt is there to deliver the deadly blow that we need in order to make that man into a thick, viscous paste.
On my way.
And yeah, I know he's made out of metal because those things are robots, but still, he got turned into a thick, viscous paste. Steve Irwin with the follow-up, and I think that is... There may be one more Seeker, actually. So we're gonna have old Mustache Clemens reload and get his ass on Overwatch, because that's his job. Overwatch for Sporty Spice. Van Dorn steadies. Iron Lady, Overwatch as well. Keller, steady your weapon too. Tesla, you're on Overwatch. I think, actually, that may have been it. There might have only been 5, one of which is the drone, and we killed 4 Seekers. Those chrysalids have me a little concerned. I'm not gonna lie. A little concerned about the chrysalids. So let's take a consolidation and Overwatch turn. And if we don't see any enemy activity at the end of this one, we will go ahead and advance.
Back in.
Overwatch for the Mustache. Sporty Spice is gonna reload.
Back in.
Little reload there for Typhoid. Reload to Typhoid. She's gonna Overwatch. Van Dorn, go ahead and steady. Might as well reload with the Iron Lady as well. Steady your weapon there, Keller. And a reload for the Madman's gonna wrap it up. Yep, he's ready to go to Bedlam. Alright, let's go find these chrysalid punks. Counting pods here. So that's 4. 5. 6.
I don't think we're alone out here.
Alright, so there's 6 within easy audio range, one of which is either Outsiders or Seekers, because it made no noise. So do we want to go to the right side or the left side? Okay, there's a Cyberdisk somewhere, because I just heard Cyberdisk noise, which now leads me to believe there may be a Cyberdisk behind this door. That would suck. So, if there's a Cyberdisk behind the door, we're going to want Team Sniper well away from that. Iron Lady, you could get forward and do some pretty decent damage with your rapid fire action and your heat ammo. Loco, you're just going to be up to the front.
Confirmed on the move.
Alright, so we're just going to advance to the door here. And unlike the last time we had this problem, this time we have a shadow device. Now, I hope, at any rate, that I won't need the shadow device early. I would like to save it for some of the later rooms. But if we come into a situation like we did last time where we're pinned down by a billion Muton elites, we can just straight up run in, charge them, and throw the shadow device to save our bacon. Wolverine, let's get you up here.
10-4.
VD Van Dorn, I want you up here, and I want Helen Deadeye Keller right next to you. Jane Sporty Spice Austin, I want you right beside one of these doors. Although, with these weird doors here, last time we were in this space, we did have some trouble getting line of sight while shooting beside that door. We'll have to, we know what's on the other side, and the problem is that there's no decent cover on the other side of that door. I'm also worried about opening a door right into a whole pot of chrysalids and having them run up right into our grill. That'd suck a whole lot. Maybe a motion tracker is called for?
Roger, tracking.
It might be called for, but I'm still not going to use them. Overwatch for you. Who do we want on the other side of the door? I think Samuel Mustache Clemens and Jane Sporty Spice Austin are our door securing team. Van Dorn, you and Keller are going to both, you can move and shoot. So let's get you over here, Maggie T. We're on Overwatch. Keller, steady. Tesla, you're fine right where you're at, big guy. Roosevelt, you're probably good as well.
Nice deal, Commander.
Big Bad Wolf is fine. It's just Jane Sporty Spice Austin who needs to get in position. Typhoid Mary can Overwatch. We do have a couple people who are hurt, but again, it's all just one strangle damage. We actually took less damage from that barrage of strangles than we would have taken from a single grenade thrown by a Muton Elite, so I'm totally okay with that. Kind of regretting having not brought more battle scanners, but I think at the end of the mission, I'm going to be quite glad I didn't bring more battle scanners in favor of that mine shield. If we run into... Are you going to open the door, Clemens? What the hell, man? This isn't Let's Make a Deal. You don't really have to be that worried. Okay, of all the things that's in this room, nothing is not one of those things. So we're going to go...
Okay.
We're going to go supremely cautiously here. Big Bad Wolf is going to scope it out a little tiny chunk at a time.
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
And the rest of the team is going to do their whole Overwatch gig.
I'm on it.
Eyes peeled, Commander.
Except for Van Dorn, of course, because he and Helen Deadeye Keller are going to be studying their weapons, and now that we've got a gap, we're going to move Maggie T forward as well. Overwatch. Keller, steady. Back to Overwatch. Steady, Keller. Steady. Stay on target. Stay on target. She's like, what the hell are you talking about? What target? I don't see a target. And then you're like, it was funny because you're Helen Keller. Yeah, all right. Probably shouldn't poke fun at Helen Keller. I mean, it's why she's on the team. Cheap jokes are, that's why Helen Keller is on the team. She's here for the cheap jokes.
Wilco.
All right, Big Bad Wolf, go scout this out. I am very dubious of the fact that there is nothing over here. This seems extremely suspicious.
Moving.
Oh, no, I was going to say, let's see if a different angle reveals some hidden foe, but in fact it doesn't, which means this room is just going to be a total slice of fucking poop. It's going to be like somebody made a cake out of human waste, cut us a nice, big, thick, rich, hearty slice and said, enjoy! That's what it's going to be like. It's not a shit sandwich, it's not a bowl of shit. It's well worse. It is shit-frosted shit cake, is what it is. We're going to continue making sure that everything is safe with the Big Bad Wolf. Okay, so there's a cyber disc on the other side of this door.
You hear anything?
Yep, it's a cyber disc. He's on the other side of that door. Those chrysalids... See, chrysalids with one of those unkillable damage control cyber discs would present a very serious problem for the team. Because we couldn't ignore the chrysalids in favor of shooting at the cyber disc. We simply couldn't do that. We would have to kill the chrysalids, which means the cyber disc is just going to come ruin somebody's shit.
Heading out.
We're continuing our cautious exploration. Still, okay, still nothing. So if the cyber disc is over here, which audio clues tend to lead me to believe, what's the best possible method to engage it? Probably on this door with sniper support from this rail, and I think that's exactly the way this shit's gonna go down.
I'm on the move.
So we're gonna bring the Big Bad Wolf right over here, and then we're gonna start moving the team forward. So everybody's just gonna take a dash move. There's nothing holding us back here. I mean, literally nothing. I can't believe that the opening entrance to this base had only one pod in it, and that one pod was just Seekers. That really has me very, very worried. Because now I'm thinking, if there's only like 10 pods in this, that's gonna be... We're probably going to run into some sectopods. I have a very strong feeling sectopods are a thing that's going to be on the menu.
On the move.
All right, Keller, let's get you and Van Dorn, old VD himself.
On the move.
Start moving. Irwin, we're going to want you up to the front.
Got it. Moving.
And I think that also just leaves old Eleanor, the Ruse Roosevelt.
Rolling out.
At some point, I really need to do the Walker Servos research just so I can get a couple pairs of Walker Servos to enhance the speed of my assault team. I really do. I've been neglecting it and putting it off because we don't have mech troopers to also take advantage, but it is still useful, very useful, for team assault as well. A lot of mutons back there, and I know those are muton. They're probably muton elites or some kind of desperately uber berserker. Uber berserkers or elites are really the only two options. Keller, go get in position. VD Van Dorn,
Heading to that location.
go share a little bit of love with some alien friends. Alright, Loco, you're gonna be back up door. So you're on Overwatch.
Eyes open, Commander.
Clemens, I want you here, because you're probably gonna be on Overwatch. And if we take a first shot at the cyber disc, we have to make the first shot count as much as possible. It has to be as damaging as we can possibly make it. Mary Mallon, if we're gonna be fighting a cyber disc up in here, I really don't even want you visible to the enemy. I'm just gonna have Mary Mallon fall back. If we're fighting on the other side of this door, I literally want Mary Mallon as far away from the action as possible, because I don't foresee a situation that includes us engaging these enemies and somebody not getting shot. So we're gonna get the Ruse Roosevelt up here with a little Overwatch for her,
Moving to Overwatch.
and that just leaves Nikki T, who's gonna be over here backboarding or backstopping. I guess backstopping is more the word I'm looking for. Gonna be backstopping. Ah, Maggie, yep, it's right there. Now, on the plus side, something we have this time that we did not have last time, we do have Nikola Tesla with a corrosion grenade. So we can throw some acid at the cyber disc. That'll help quite a bit. I'm still worried about bumping into the cyber disc and sectoids at the same time. If we do that, that's going to be just nightmarishly shitty. And I'm still not opening the door this turn. It's going to be one more turn, because I want Deadeye. See, Helen Keller is going to have not good line of sight from this look. She needs to be, like, here. And arguably, if she's there,
On it.
Eyes up. Got it covered.
I'm
we
on
need
it.
VD Van Dorn shooting from behind her.
Got it covered.
Because otherwise Van Dorn may not have line of sight either. Alternatively, we could bring Van Dorn like to here.
Heading out.
Let's not put all our eggs in one basket. Let's spread them out a little bit. Spread out the eggs. Keep them in multiple baskets because, you know, that's a saying I've always had a problem with. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Sure, putting all your eggs in one basket sucks if you drop the one basket. But let's say you put your eggs in like 12 baskets. Now you gotta juggle 12 baskets. Granted, you won't lose all your eggs if you drop one of the baskets, but considering the fact that you've got 12 items in your hand, it seems likely that you're gonna drop one. Wouldn't it be better to put all your eggs in one basket and just carry it two-handed and be very conscious and aware that all of your eggs are in that basket and take care of it? I'm questioning the wisdom of that particular folksy saying. Alright, so this is gonna activate something.
Weapons hot.
There we go. So itchy trigger tentacle. Oh, select. We got 45 people that shot at us, and yeah. All right. Well, that was. You know what? All things considered, this is actually not a bad pod activation for us. Nikola Tesla can kill almost everything in this pod with a single grenade, and what he can't kill, it's very likely that Jane Sporty Spice Austin is going to be able to finish up. So what's the 92%? Evasion, Bombard, Heat Ammo, Death Blossom. It does have damage control and repair servos. So I think our best bet is to go ahead and take this shot first. Double 92s. This is good. This may kill it. 11 damage. Oh, there we go. Holy shit. Jane Sporty Spice Austin. Look at the beatdown she just threw at the enemy there. She actually killed 3 people despite the fact that she only shot 1 guy. That was fucking remarkable. Now, we could have Tesla whip a grenade over here, but you know what? I'm actually considering that it may not be worthwhile to have Tesla throw a grenade here. We may not need the grenade. Helen Deadeye Keller is going to pick off one of these drones, so that guy is done dealing. And again, Helen Deadeye Keller proving that in the land of the blind, you don't need one eye to be king. VD Van Dorn, I don't think anybody's getting infected this turn because I don't think we're going to need it. The Wolverine can come around here and probably kill a couple. I have to assume that, yeah, okay, I was going to say, the Iron Lady should have good shots at least one of these guys. That guy we only need 1 damage on, but he's also the furthest away. I was going to say we could do a suppression shot, but this shot also can't miss, so he's done. Tesla, we'll come back to you in a moment. I don't think we're actually going to need Tesla. I'm pretty sure that the Wolverine here... Between Steve Irwin and the Wolverine, we should have this shit taken care of.
Heading to that location.
So let's bring Eleanor Roosevelt right here. She's going to shoot this man in the face. Didn't kill him, but we did get hit and run, which is fine. So another face shot. You're dead.
Neutralized.
The Wolverine getting it done. Big Bad Wolf is going to come huff and puff and blow the rest of this guy's house down. Good day to you, sir. And that's it. All right. So far, so good. 2 pods down, and we are going to take a turn here to sort of regroup and reload. Little Overwatch action. Typhoid Mary, you're on Overwatch. And that encounter went supremely well. I was expecting it to be on that side of the door. I didn't expect it to be that close, but all things considered, that worked out exceptionally well for Team XCOM to just have him right there and right next to a particularly exploding fusion coil, which let us blow up the cyber disc and get some extra splash damage in. Quite pleased with that. Unless something runs in on us, though, this is probably where we're going to wrap up this episode. It's been a little bit long, and I'd like to keep these chunky, so otherwise it's going to be like 1 2-hour episode.
On Overwatch.
Roger that. Scanning.
Let's go ahead and reload with Sporty Spice. Anybody else need anything? Mary Mallon's reloading. Van Dorn's going to steady that weapon.
We're green to go.
Maggie T might as well reload. She was down 1 bullet. Same for Deadeye Keller. She's going to reload going Overwatch. Tesla, Overwatching. And that's going to be it. So, first step into the alien base. I am expecting sectopods. We've got some chrysalids right in the neighborhood along with some muton friends. So, next episode should be pretty damn exciting slog.
I don't think we're alone out here.
No shit. We're not alone out here. Fantastic. Also, quit listening to Tiffany. But that's going to be it for this one. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Your support really does mean a lot to us. And if you also would like to listen to Tiffany tell you about how she thinks you're alone now, you might consider subscribing as well, because I make that joke on a pretty regular basis. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.